The ocean holds secrets we can't even imagine. There, in the darkness where sunlight doesn't reach, something strange lives. Something that seems like an alien from another world. The needlefish. This predator is a true ghost of the abyss. It can appear at a depth of 400 feet and then vanish into the black abyss 3 miles below in an instant. It is not tied to any place. It's like a shadow gliding in the dark. What are the dimensions of the needlefish? It's tiny, but treacherous. Some individuals barely reach an inch, while others grow up to a foot. But is size really the point? What matters is that this fish is a true nocturnal hunter. The needlefish's mouth opens to an incredible 120 degrees. Imagine a small creature. No bigger than a hand can swallow prey its own size. It simply opens its bottomless maw, and the victim disappears. But that's not all. The needlefish carries a lantern. At the end of a long barb that dangles from its chin, a ghostly light flickers. The yellow-green glow lures curious prey right into a deadly trap. Sometimes the light flashes red. What is it? Hunting? A warning? Or something more? Needlefish gather in huge schools. Thousands of ghostly creatures drifting in utter darkness. Scientists are scratching their heads. Why? For what reason? Perhaps it's not just instinct. Maybe they know more than we think. If one day you find yourself in a boat over the Bermuda Triangle, and the sonar starts going crazy, showing the false bottom, just know that below in the abyss, something alive, something hungry is swirling. The hellish vampire. It lives where the sunlight does not reach. Below is endless darkness, above only the faint glow of the distant sky. Depths range from 500 to 3,000 feet. This is the boundary of worlds, the point where the usual laws of life cease to apply. Its skin shimmers from black to blood red. 8 long tentacles are connected by a sinister membrane, resembling a vampire's cloak. And its huge bulging eyes change color from icy blue to demonically red. In the darkness, they glow like 2 cursed lanterns. It feeds on carrion. Anything dead, anything that sinks from the upper layers of the ocean, becomes its prey. It is a true scavenger of the abyss, a cold-blooded guardian, ensuring that death does not go unattended. But the most terrifying thing is its defense. It doesn't have an ink sac like regular squids, but it has something far scarier. If an enemy pursues it too persistently, the vampire spits a cloud of glowing slime in its face. Thousands of shimmering particles blind the opponent, disorienting it. Meanwhile, the vampire itself vanishes into the darkness. Almost all of its skin is covered with photophores. It can flare up with a blinding glow or dissolve into the darkness. In complete darkness, becoming invisible. It doesn't need to fight. Its main weapon is fear. Scientists still cannot unravel all the mysteries of this creature. It is a relic, a living anachronism, surviving against the odds of time. Its blood is blue due to the high copper content. In its world, there is almost no oxygen, but it knows how to extract it from the very darkness. This monster has lived in the abyss for millions of years. It has witnessed the rise and fall of civilizations, and perhaps it will exist even when humanity has completely vanished. The hellish vampire does not hunt the living. But if you ever find yourself in the darkness of the ocean, who knows, it might make an exception. Scylla. Hundreds of ships and planes have disappeared in these waters. Their crews left not a single trace. Radio signals were cut off suddenly. Navigation instruments went haywire. No one could explain the cause of these mysterious disasters. Theories multiplied. Magnetic anomalies, air vortices, underwater rifts. But there is a legend that is spoken of less often. The legend of Scylla, the ancient monster lurking in the depths of these cursed waters. In ancient times, sailors feared passing through the narrow strait between Italy and Sicily. There dwelled Scylla, a giant monster with 6 heads and an insatiable hunger. She would ambush ships, snatching sailors from them with her powerful claws. One careless maneuver, and the vessel would become a floating mass grave. But what if this story is only part of the truth? What if Scylla was never bound to one location? What if she is not just a myth, but an ancient nightmare that has moved into the waters of the Bermuda Triangle? Researchers studying disappearances in this region have reported strange shadows moving in the depths. Underwater sonars detected massive silhouettes that would instantly vanish as soon as someone tried to approach. Fish swimming through these waters sometimes heard eerie sounds resembling a scream or roar. Some claim to have seen giant tentacles emerging from beneath the water before their boats were overturned by something invisible. Perhaps Scylla is not just a myth. Perhaps she has found herself a new lair. A lair that we call the Bermuda Triangle. The goblin shark. Its body seems to be molded from jelly. Flabby muscles, pale skin, a huge tail writhing like some prehistoric monster. But the most terrifying thing is its face. A long pointed nose, resembling a blade, and terrifying jaws that can shoot forward like a harpoon. This fish does not hunt in the usual sense. It lies in wait, drifting in complete darkness, slowly approaching its prey. And when the prey gets too close, something incredible happens. Its jaws shoot forward at a speed of over 10 feet per second. It happens so fast that the eye can't catch the movement. In 1 second, the prey disappears into the terrifying maw lined with needle-sharp teeth. Scientists couldn't understand this mechanism for a long time. It turned out to be simple. Elastic ligaments in the jaws are under strong tension. As soon as the shark relaxes them, there's an instant forward thrust. The lower jaw moves slightly faster, as if delivering a strike. It's the perfect weapon for hunting in complete darkness. These creatures are found in various corners of the world's oceans. They have been caught off the coast of Florida, the shores of Japan, and even in the waters of New Zealand. But, despite such a wide distribution, seeing a goblin shark is an extremely rare occurrence. It lives at depths of over 900 feet, and sometimes descends 5 times deeper. Rising to the surface is a death sentence for it. The longest living specimen in captivity lasted only 7 days. We still know almost nothing about their lives. About how they reproduce. How they survive in such conditions. The first pregnant female was caught only recently, but there is practically no information about her. The only thing scientists speculate is that the small goblin sharks likely devour their siblings right in the mother's womb. But the main question remains unanswered. How big can they get? For a long time, it was believed that their maximum length was 10 feet. This opinion was relevant until an event occurred. An incident that shook the scientific community. In 2020, in 1923, fishermen caught a giant nearly 16 feet long. Its weight exceeded 2,000 pounds. How is that possible? Why, after decades of studying these creatures, did no one know about their true size? Could there be even larger specimens hiding somewhere in the abyss? There are no clear answers to all these questions yet. But, hopefully, it won't keep us waiting for long. The megalodon shark. Imagine the vast expanses of the Atlantic Ocean, where the waters conceal mysteries beyond human comprehension. One such enigma is the megalodon, an ancient shark whose size and power inspire awe even millions of years after its supposed extinction. Megalodon, which translates from Greek as big tooth, was a true giant of the seas. According to scientists' estimates, this shark could reach a length of 50 feet and weigh around 40 tons. Its teeth, reaching up to 7 inches in height, testify to an incredible bite force, allowing it to easily snap the bones of large marine creatures. It is believed that megalodons went extinct about 2.5 million years ago. However, some researchers and enthusiasts suggest that these giants might have survived in the depths of the ocean, remaining undetected. Particular attention in this context is drawn to the Bermuda Triangle, an area in the Atlantic Ocean bounded by the vertices in Miami, Bermuda, and San Juan. It is here that ships and planes most frequently disappear. Some theories link these disappearances to the existence of large marine predators, such as the megalodon. Proponents of this hypothesis point to rare but impressive finds, huge teeth and vertebrae discovered on the ocean floor. However, most scientists are skeptical of such claims, noting that the lack of credible evidence makes these assumptions unlikely. Nevertheless, myths and legends about the megalodon continue to captivate the imagination. In culture and art, the image of this giant shark is often used to create atmospheric and frightening plots. Movies and books describe encounters with the megalodon in the most unexpected places, including the mysterious waters of the Bermuda Triangle. These stories, although not supported by scientific data, still continue to attract attention and spark interest in the unexplored depths of the ocean. Perhaps it is in places like the Bermuda Triangle that the answers to questions about the existence of ancient sea monsters are hidden. Until science finds irrefutable evidence, the megalodon will remain part of fascinating sea legends, symbolizing the unexplored power and mystery of the ocean. Bobbit worm. The dark depths of the ocean conceal many frightening secrets. Their appearance resembles a nightmarish hybrid of an alien monster and a prehistoric predator. It lies in wait in the sand, patiently waiting for its prey. Its teeth are like sharp blades, and its grip is lightning fast. This is the bobbit worm. At first glance, this giant sea worm doesn't seem threatening. It spends most of its life buried in the ground at depths of hundreds of feet. Only a few thin antennae can be seen above the sand, detecting the slightest water vibrations. But as soon as you get close to these antennae, how does the real nightmare begin? In the blink of an eye, the worm lunges out, snapping its terrifying jaws shut. They are so powerful that they can slice a fish in half with a single motion. This is no exaggeration. The hunt literally lasts a fraction of a second. The prey doesn't even have time to realize what happened. Moreover, the bobbit worm doesn't just kill. It injects its prey with venom that instantly paralyzes the muscles. So, even if the creature is too large to kill immediately, it won't be able to escape. The worm can reach a length of 10 feet. Its body is covered with iridescent plates that protect it like armor. Even the slightest touch to it is a serious danger. Tiny scales hide a toxin that can cause severe pain and paralysis. But what's even more frightening is its incredible resilience. Bobbit worms are capable of regenerating lost body parts. In case of danger, they can shed part of their body and then regrow it. This monster seems to be crafted by nature for survival. Now imagine you're diving into the warm waters of the ocean. Soft sand underfoot, tranquility. But beneath the surface, something is hidden. It's waiting. It senses your movements. And at some moment, when you least expect it, the bobbit worm attacks you. The three-star anglerfish. In the abyss, where sunlight does not reach, creatures hide that have no place in ordinary seas. One of them is a creature that has been seen only once. A mysterious dark shadow that appeared behind the glass of the bathysphere at a depth of over 800 yards. An anglerfish, but with 3 mysterious luminous lures. It was spotted by William Beebe, a researcher who descended into the ocean depths to see the unknown inhabitants of the deep. On that day, August 11, 1934, his bathysphere was slowly ascending from the bottom when a dark figure appeared in the porthole. Black as the abyss itself, it moved leisurely, as if unaware of the light from the research apparatus. Ordinary anglerfish have one luminous lure on their head, an esca. This is their trap, necessary for attracting prey in the dark. But this fish had something entirely different. 3 separate esci. 3 pale, yellowish light spots flickering in the dark. Its mouth was unlike other anglerfish. It had no fearsome fangs, just a flat mouth with short, even teeth. Beebe and his partner Otis Barton watched it for a few seconds. Then the shadow disappeared. They couldn't catch it. They only described what they saw and gave it a name. The 3-star anglerfish. But here's the strange thing. This species was never seen again. It was not found in the nets of deep-sea trawlers, nor in the lens of underwater cameras. Official science did not recognize the existence of this species. Some researchers believe that Beebe might have been mistaken or simply made up this creature. But there is one detail that cannot be explained. All the fish described by Beebe were meticulously documented. They were drawn only with the characteristics he was sure of. His words were confirmed by Otis Barton, William's colleague. So what did the researchers see that day? A true denizen of the abyss, whose light flickers in the dark? Or something that was never meant to be seen by human eyes? The giant dragonfish. In the depths of the Atlantic, there lurks a creature that seems almost unreal. The giant dragonfish Bathysphaera intacta. It's not just a fish. It's an unimaginable monster. Half myth, half reality. In September 1932, during a dive in the bathysphere, it was first spotted by our acquaintance William Beebe. Imagine a fish almost 6 feet long, which is twice the size of the largest known dragonfish. This fish glowed with blue and red colors. There was only one row of bright icy lights on its body. The fish's eyes were huge, sparkling as if they were looking into the very soul. The jaws were short, with many sharp fangs that gleamed as if reflecting light. The fish kept its mouth open. Two long tentacles hung next to the body. At the tip of each tentacle was a bright light, red and blue in color. The fish writhed like snakes in the mist, like harbingers of something bad. This monster, almost mythical, was never recognized by most scientists. Surprisingly, even Bib himself doubted the reality of what was observed. Without photographs and confirmations, many considered Bib's words to be mere fantasies. Whether Bib was right or not, time will tell. And with that, I want to end my story for today. I hope you spent these 15 minutes usefully and with interest. Like, subscribe to the channel, and be sure to turn on notifications for new videos. They won't keep you waiting. Bye.